What's up guys, and welcome to the top 10 upcoming games of 2017. So without any further ado, let's jump straight into the video. Iron Harvest is a real-time strategy game for PlayStation 4, Xbox One and PC, set in the alternative reality of 1920. The game is developed by German studios King Art. After World War I, farmers found a plethora of unexploded ordnance, barbed wire weapons, shrapnel and bullets while plunging their fields. They called in the Iron Harvest. Throughout its open sandbox levels, you have to find your own way to reach the goals set by the dynamic storyline. You lead the hero characters, mechs and soldiers into battle. The game is set in the early development phase and is scheduled to launch in 2018. SCORN is an atmospheric first-person horror adventure currently in development by EBB Software Studios. SCORN combines the style of horror and science fiction first-person action game. The game takes place in an open-ended world with different interconnected regions. Each region is maze-like structure with various rooms and paths to discover. All the storytelling happens in the game, with no cutscenes to distract you from the grisly reality of living. Throughout the game you will open new areas, acquire different skill sets, weapons, various items, and try to comprehend the sights presented to you. The game SCORN was created on the advanced Unreal Engine 4. Which guarantees high-quality visual experience. Detroit Become Human on PlayStation 4 is another production from the French studios Quantic Dream. The main attraction of the game is the story. Detroit Become Human is set in the advanced futuristic city of Detroit, where humans coexist with androids. It's a sci-fi game centered around the android with artificial consequences and human emotions named Kara, who escapes from the factory she made in. Kara is unique because she can feel. The other character in Detroit Become Human is Connor, an android police officer who investigates other androids who deviated from their programmed behavior. The studio Quantic Dream laid on high-quality graphics design. Detroit Become Human looks very realistic with gritty and close-to-life graphics. The game will be a semi-open-world third-person survival horror game set in the fictional camp of Crystal Lake in the Friday 13 franchise. The game is developed by Gun Media and Ilphonic. The time period is set in the events of 1980s movie. The game is set in the vicinity of Lake Crystal Lake, which is exactly where it was intended in the film series. The game will be an asymmetrical multiplayer video game, with 8 people able to play in one game. During the gameplay, one player assumes the role of Jason Voorhees, and his objective is to eliminate other players, who are in control of the camping tourists. It is scheduled for release in spring 2017 for Microsoft Windows, Xbox One and PlayStation 4. Sniper Elite 4 for PC is the 4th installment of the popular tactical shooter. The game is developed by Rebellion Developments. Sniper Elite 4 takes place following the events of Sniper Elite 3. Players assume the role of Carl Fairburn. His mission is to cooperate with the Italian resistance in order to help the Allied forces. The story campaign can play either solo or cooperate mode for 2 players. The game also offers multiplayer modes. With beautiful graphics, plenty of gameplay options and diverse settings, Sniper Elite 4 should be everything sniping enthusiasts could ever want. CYBERPUNK 2077 is an upcoming role-playing video game, developed by CG Projekt Red. The game has been said to take place in the dark future of 2077, where advanced technologies has become both salvation and the curse of humanity. The game promises a non-linear story designed for mature players and is set on the metropolis of Night City. It was also revealed that CYBERPUNK 2077 will also feature a sandbox element, though this has not been specified. The game is even better, even bigger and even more revolutionary than The Witcher. The visual side of the game is built on the enhanced version of the Red engine, previously used in The Witcher 3. ENLISTED is an online shooter developed by Darkflow Software. The game is an MMO squad-up based shooter, which is built around some of the most important and famous episodes from World War II. The developer has provided 2 extensive campaigns, Operation Typhoon and Operation Overlord. In some modes, players won't be fighting alone in the battlefield. They will be leading their own squad of AI-controlled soldiers, which will grant unique scale of combat. The latest version of the Dagur engine is able to calculate huge detailed spaces, dynamic water and skies, while using physically based render. The gameplay takes place only in the multiplayer option. Mount & Blade 2 Bannerlord is an upcoming medieval action role-playing game developed by Tailworld Entertainment. Mount & Blade 2 Bannerlord is the second full-fledged edition of the popular series that combines elements of action games, strategy and RPG. The game's story is set 200 years before the events of Manifest of Mount & Blade Warband. The action is the mighty power of the land Calradia, whose ruler died without leaving an heir. Mount & Blade 2 has much improved compared to the predecessor audiovisual bindings, based on a completely new proprietary engine. Routine is a first-person horror exploration game set in a abandoned moon base. The game is developed by Lunar Software. Your job is to find enough data to uncover the truth behind the strange disappearance of everyone stationed on the Lunar Research Station. To solve the puzzle, we travel to the claustrophobic dark corridors and room of the moon base, uncovering its secrets. Players use a weapon called the Cosmonaut Assistant Tool that can be upgraded with floppy disk, which changed what weapon will be capable of. The game graphics has been designed using the Unreal Engine 3. The sound effects and music are on very high level. God of War is an upcoming third-person action-adventure video game in development by Santa Monica Studios. It is an upcoming sequel to the God of War 3. The hero of the title is again Kratos, who fights the gods and wild beasts, stretched out straight from the Norse mythology, once filled with rage and madness Greek adventures, which crowded the destruction of Olympus and the death of many Hellenic gods and heroes. The protagonist flees from the far north, looking for peace and relaxation. This new installment will be single-player only. The graphics are created using Unreal Engine 3. Sound and music stand at high level, perfectly co-creating the atmospheric of terror and horror. Anyway guys, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, let us know in the comment section below by hitting that like button and comment something awesome down there. Anyway, have a great day and I see you in my next video.